Nick, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Marty. How are you?
Good. Hey, I called you Nick. I didn't call you Nicholas.
You did. You called me Nick. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Isn't that something? You didn't call me by my government name,
No, I didn't.
and I didn't call you by yours.
No, I didn't, Marty.
Yo, I got the funniest DM
Tell me. Make me
from.
laugh.
I don't know if I have permission to play this, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Well,
You know Daniel Camargo, right?
oh, see, look, you
Mutual
fucked
friend
up.
of
You put
ours.
out his name. You shouldn't. You should have said, "I'll tell you who it is later." Now you put out his name. Now,
Well, I'll censor that if anything.
all right, all right, all right. If it's bad, it's probably not bad. He's hilarious.
All right, let me see. Yeah, he's funny as fuck. And then
hilarious.
like he's sending me this. He analyzed me and talked about my name to me. Yeah.
That already sounds funny.
Hey bro, I was watching your vids and I always notice that everyone calls you Marty or Michael or Michelle. Oh, Michelle. But since we live in America and we're speaking English and we use the English language, I was dissecting your name a little bit and it can't be Michelle because Michelle has an extra L and an extra E. And it's not Michael because there's an A in Michael. Your name doesn't have an A. I think it's spelled Michel, right? If that's what your name is, then your name in America in English is Mikel.
Yeah.
It's Mikel. And I think you should start using that name and abandon Marty and use Mikel. Because that's a strong name, bro. Mikel.
Oh man, I said you like how it sounds. I feel like it would be hard to adjust, and then he says this.
Yeah, it would be hard. Because, everyone calls you Marty. But if you think about it, Mikel, like that's a name of knowledge. When I hear is my buddy Mikel right here, that person's smart. That's a smart name. That's a wisdom name. That's a name of this guy has a strong, like I think of a mountain, like a hard mountain, Mikel. And like I can talk to Mikel, and Mikel will just like give good advice about life, and he has all types of tips. Marty is like a buddy, Nothing wrong with being a buddy, but why be a buddy when you can be a mountain?
The way he pronounced mountain, mountain,
Strongest names that there is in mankind, next to Bruce.
next
But
to
your name
Bruce.
isn't Michael, so you can't use that. People that call you Michael, you should shut them down right away, because there's no A.
I just thought it was a pretty interesting message that I needed to share.
He's hilarious, by the way. I love just how he thinks and his humor, because his humor's like, it's very sarcastic. Like he's like a character in himself, and that's what I love about him, because he's fucking like hilarious as a person. Very creative individual. But he does have a point though, if you think about it. Like, who do you know named Mikel? Like that sounds like a biblical name, right?
Yeah, never thought about
And
it,
then-
honestly, until he mentioned it.
I mean, like, there aren't that many famous Martys, but there's a decent amount of Martys in the world. But a Mikel, you're gonna remember that name. Oh, it's Mikel. Oh, I know exactly who the fuck that is. Like, sure, Marty, you're like, oh, Marty. Oh, there might be one or two Martys. Like, I'm fucked. You say Nick, there's like 1,000 Nicks.
Right.
But he does have a point.
Yeah. And I could use it for different things too, different types of art. There's also music to get into.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, even drawing. I don't know, whatever, even directing. I can be known as Mikel or some shit or writer, something like that. I don't know.
I mean, but that's
Or a
all in the
producer.
pronunciation. It's not going to work like that, like what you're thinking, because
No, yeah. It has to be something that
different
people
writing.
already know
Right.
how to pronounce.
And well, it would.
Because if you read like Shia LaBeouf's name, if you like never heard that name before and you try to read that, like you would mispronounce it for sure.
No, yeah, I get it. But I'm saying, like, as far as, yeah, people automatically would assume it's Michelle.
I mean, I get a mix, bro. To be honest,
People
I get
call you
Michael
Mikkel?
all the time. Well, yeah, I've gotten that before. Yeah, I got Mitchell, I got Mikkel, I got Michelle for sure. Michael. It's always a mix. You never know. Some people know. Some people are like, oh, it's Michelle. They know because they know someone.
Michelle. It's Michelle.
Sounds terrible.
You make it sound terrible, bitch.
Oh, right. I'm saying the way I'm saying it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does. But it's something to think about.
Yeah, I
I love
like
the
it.
fact that other people can observe me like that and actually get like find out something that I'm not even aware of, you know?
Yeah, it's your name. You didn't know shit about it. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is like super common. I remember multiple times in my life I've been in classes where I would have 3 Nicholases. So they'll look at us and be like, "Oh, you're fucking Nick 1, Nick 2, and Nick 3."
Yeah, your name is not special at all.
Absolutely not.
Tell your mother.
What? What do you want to tell my mother? Go ahead, because I'll send her this clip.
What do you mean? I'll tell your mother that.
Tell your mother what?
That your name is too common.
You know where my mother got my name
You
from?
ain't shit.
Oh, I'll send her that for sure. I'll send her that.
Wait, I wasn't saying that to
Nah,
her. I
nah.
was saying that to you.
I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna send it just like that.
Please don't, bro.
Yeah.
I love your mom.
Nah, you're fucked.
Don't break her like that.
You know where my mom got my name from?
From maybe when she like donated some bread to a homeless person. His name was Nick.
Well, that was a nice homeless man. It changed my life. No, back in Brazil, she was riding the bus and she got mugged. And then they found out who the mugger was and his name. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be absolutely terrible.
Oh shit! Damn, I really like was believing you there.
No, but she actually watched this Steven Seagal movie back in the days, and his name was Nicholas in the movie, and she just liked the name. So,
You just like the name.
and now that I think about, I never thought about this, but maybe it was destined for me to be in film. She got my name out of film.
You never know
See,
how things work in life.
see. But my last
Very
name
good.
is a little bit more like, do you know about your last name?
Not really. Like I just know it's from my dad's side.
True.
From
Congrats.
Brazil and shit.
Congrats on having basic fucking knowledge of your own name.
What do you want me to do? Investigate within my family where the name come from?
Nah, I don't know. Just type it up on Google. You've never been curious before?
No.
Nah, just porn.
Like the meaning of Martins?
Yeah, or like where it originated from, or like what? Like what's the background of it? What country did it come from?
I'm gonna look into it.
You really don't know?
No, I really don't.
Like, what are you besides Brazilian?
Can you look it up?
Sure.
I'm Portuguese as well.
Oh,
From
so
my
you
mom's
you were slave owners, you motherfuckers.
Bitch, why you gotta say it like that? No, I don't know that for sure. Maybe.
Oh, look, there's a grocery store named Martin's. Martin's Supermarket Company. That's hilarious. Because I type up my last name, the first thing that pops up is a supermarket. It's a Brazilian chain in south of Brazil called Giassi. That's fucking hilarious. You have a supermarket too, Marty. Martin's. Martin's name origin. Here we go. Late Middle English, probably a shortened of obsolete Martinet from French, probably from Saint Martin of Tours, celebrated at Martinmas. Whoa, you have a whole Christmas, bro. It's called Martinmas. That's interesting. So yeah, it says it's Portuguese. Martins is a Portuguese surname.
Really, but that's weird because that comes from my dad's side, and his background is like native. Angel.
Yeah, but like I'm sure half of them were. Like maybe your great grandmother was Indian, and your great grandfather.
Oh man, this is great.
You know the rest, kids.
Yeah.
Great grandfather was a fucking slave master. That piece of shit enslaved and raped your grandmother, and now you're here.
Nah, dude, I heard some fucked up ass stories from my grandma about her dad. Crazy how he grew up. Crazy. Insane.
Are you gonna share some?
Well, first of all, I believe he witnessed his mom die in front of him by getting beaten down.
Oh, that's crazy. How old was he?
I think he was young as shit, like fucking 6 or 8 or something like that.
That's wild.
And he like ran away, had to like be on his own and like be a slum and like really trying to come up from the streets.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, insane.
Damn.
And then like some other crazy ass stories happened in his lifetime, and I don't know too much of the details, but I just hear shit here and there from my grandma.
That's wild.
Who's still alive till today, so we get to like, ask her about shit. Damn, I haven't seen my grandma in a very long time.
How old's your grandma?
I don't know, man, like 70 something, 75.
Oh, she's she's pretty young for my grandma's 90. The one that's alive at least.
Right. Yeah.
My grandma's old.
You gotta take advantage while they're here.
I know, man. I'm trying to go to her birthday.
I forget that, like, I have to take initiative to call them as well.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I ain't a kid anymore where, like, the adult calls the kid.
I know. And then, like, puts you on the phone. Did you used to like doing that? I used to fucking hate that shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Never. I hated that shit.
Fuck. No, hold on. I did used to have some cool ass uncles that I did like to talk to. When I got older, though. Not when I was young. When I was young, I didn't care. That's terrible, though. Because that could be like your last conversation with certain people.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did you see that Tesla's dropping a phone?
I heard about it. Is it real?
Yeah. Tesla's dropping a phone, bro. It's called Model Pi. Pretty cool. I kind of like that.
Is it better than the iPhone?
Bro, it's different. It's so
Really?
different.
Also,
First off, it's solar powered. So even if you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, no batteries, if there's sun, it's on. That's wild in itself.
yeah, that is crazy.
It has 4 cameras in it, and the 4 cameras can combine to make I don't know if it's called augmented reality, or it just creates like like you could be in the complete dark and those 4 cameras will combine to basically take a picture of you, and like it's like it shows like nice like there's light around you and shit.
Okay, so is it better than the iPhone?
I don't know. I honestly, like, I wouldn't get the first one. I would wait until like the third model, maybe the second model came out, you know? Like in a year or two.
Right. Yeah.
But I definitely
Damn.
think it's going to be
Tesla
different.
and Apple.
Yeah.
That's big.
Well, apparently, I think it was like 2004, maybe 2006 when Tesla was going through some rough times. They were trying to sell to Apple, but Apple CEO at the time, which is the current CEO, what's his name?
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. He didn't even want to meet with Musk, which is crazy. It was like a slap in the face.
That hurt.
Did it? You're a soft little bitch.
No. It didn't hurt. I was just trying to be dramatic.
That was terrible acting.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being honest with me.
You're welcome. Also, it has like its own built-in internet, like Wi-Fi or whatever it's called, meaning that people, like, it's going to be way harder for people to hack you.
Satellite. I heard something about satellite.
Yeah. They're going to use their satellites. They're like
And you can get connections anywhere in the world, even like in the middle of the desert.
probably, I don't know. I can't confirm that.
I heard about this, dude. This is big. And this is why he's partnering up with Microsoft.
Is he?
Look it up.
Oh, he's about to fuck Apple in the ass.
No lube.
Is that what you do? You twist your...
No, I'm just
twist it?
demonstrating what we're talking about.
If you had to put a whole fist in somebody's ass, would you twist it, or do you think you just gotta like keep forcing it in?
I think you would have to twist, kind of like a screw into a wall.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
so it can go in more.
Yeah.
like and have more lubrication, not just vertically but horizontally.
Right. Have you ever thought about inseminating a cow?
Can you explain what that is for the audience that don't know?
So cows, instead of getting bulls to have sex with them, people just get, like, they jack off the bulls, they get the sperm and the semen, and they artificially inseminate the cows. So they basically grab like I guess it's like a thing, and then they put it inside of the cow. But like, would you manually do it?
If I don't have to, no.
Like, you don't want to...
Thank you.
You don't want to know what that feels like? Probably feels like really warm in there.
So what? What the fuck? There's so much shit that feels warm that's better than that.
Yeah, but like, what if it's like really cold outside? It's like you don't have anything. What if it's like really, really cold? It's like fucking 10 degrees outside. You just have a t-shirt and you're stuck inside of like a barn by yourself, and all you got is a big ass cow, and your fingers are catching frostbite.
Where do you put it?
Where do you put it? You know?
Yeah. I don't think the cow's gonna like them cold ass fingers, but hey, it's gotta go somewhere,
It's
right?
gotta go somewhere. Exactly.
Ew, yo, this is a weird conversation. It's funny. I've been getting some DMs from my sister from like some of the podcast clips, and she's like hating it
Why?
just because it's so explicit. The conversations we be having on the podcast.
I love it. That's what makes it like more interesting.
I agree.
I'm gonna send her this
Definitely
clip
agree.
individually.
Okay. Hi, sister. Sorry to disappoint.
She's not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm not even gonna put that in there, so don't worry. She's gonna watch the clip.
It's all right. I could live without it. Anyways, any New Year's resolution for you, Nicholas?
See, the way you ask me questions is so monotoned that I just don't
So
feel.
what?
I don't feel
It's
the
the way I
enthusiasm.
speak.
I just.
Who cares? Just take in the questions for how it is.
How do you like? How do people like you? Like, how do? I guess it's your
Yo.
content. I guess it's the content. What about like in until they meet you and then you just like they're a fan, they're so fucking excited to meet you and you're like, "Oh, hey there. This is such a pleasant moment for myself as well." And they're just looking at you like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't know if he's being sarcastic right now.
Hey, that's the way I am. Ain't nothing I can do to change that. What do you want me to do? Be like, hey man, like let's be super animated today. Let's go. Yes, Nick. Let's go.
Can we find a happy medium? Like that's great. That's really up there though, and you know, we find that balance.
I'm just being myself, dude. I'm not trying to manipulate anything. I'm just trying to get the full authenticity.
Yeah, well, I get it, but when you first met your girl, you had way more enthusiasm. You know, you were all up in that thing. You was like, "Oh, this that new thing is what's up? Like, you looking mighty good. Like, let me talk to you real quick." You know, you was enthusiastic about it. You was enthusiastic. That's the word I'm looking for. Can you fucking put some enthusiasm in these questions?
So you don't feel enthusiasm from me?
No, I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
All right, so let me re-say the question.
All right,
okay.
I love it.
Let's start over. Nick, what's your goals for 2022, man?
I mean, fuck. I mean, I have a couple.
Oh no. I know, but like, what do you want to change about yourself in 2022?
What do I want to change about myself? I mean, it's cliche. It's common for people to say, but I just want to get better, man. I feel like every year I get a little bit better. This year I want to make a major step in getting better. In every aspect, like from being disciplined in every field, from my fitness to my mental health to my work to my relationships with the people I love. You know, just spending time with people that matter, having good conversations, being more present. I think that's a huge thing. I actually been going to therapy, and that's one thing my therapist says. You're never fucking present. You're always thinking about some shit in the future. You're not here now. Like, you're here, but you're thinking about Tuesday. You know? So.
Damn, I felt like I feel like that all the time.
Yeah, see, that's not good.
Yeah.
What if Tuesday never
signed
comes?
Up for this coach thing that I'm gonna try out and see.
Coach thing?
Yeah, for like people. You know, like on the show Billions, there's a Wendy who talks to the salespeople to boost their performances.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's coaches for that.
So what's your coach gonna teach you?
Kind of pinpoint on exactly where I should be putting my energy, because that's what I've been kind of iffy about, or like trying to find like the true purpose, you know?
Like, where did you find this coach?
Just,
like, what is like? I'm trying to figure out like what.
It's something that I got recommended by my girl. It's like a website. I think it's called Get Better or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name. But it's a website where you meet up, like you can select different people if you don't like the person, and they give you a free trial. So I'm just gonna do it and see, like, a session for 30 minutes and see what I can get out of it.
Right.
If it's bullshit, then I won't do it. But if it actually helps me, then I'll just sign up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it's like via Zoom or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think talking to other people and being able to use their experience and apply it to your own life and your own work, or whatever, whether it's for your personal life or for work life. It's pretty important. It's kind of the same thing as reading, you know, like instead of you having to go through those experiences, you just get to experience through somebody else's eyes, so you can make better decisions when you go through these experiences.
That's very true. You gotta learn. Always learn.
Mm-hmm.
Always be open.
Mm-hmm.
What is like the most valuable lesson that you've learned in 2021?
That's a big question. Most valuable lesson I've learned in 2021 is Can you start? I gotta think about mine.
Let me see. I feel like things always takes longer than expected. I mean, I've already like always knew that, but
Yeah.
now like I really know like that it takes longer like than what you plan for sometimes.
Yeah.
All the time. Even if you have a shoot for like an hour, it could last 2 hours, 3 hours.
Right.
But I don't know. I think it might be that. And like even like as far as like what you have planned, like where you planned on being 6 months in 6 months and then you're not there yet.
I mean, that's in certain aspects you can feel that way. In other aspects, I'm sure you surpassed what you wanted to do in 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, I think thinking about this year, the biggest lesson that I've learned is don't sacrifice your happiness for somebody else's happiness. It sounds cliche, but I learned that lesson this year personally. You know, don't do something that's going to put you in an uncomfortable situation, something that's not going to make you feel good, in order to make somebody else have a good time, in order to do something for somebody else. It sounds a little bit greedy, but I mean, I think you can do that. No, you shouldn't do that ever. You shouldn't do that ever. It's going to not make you feel good. I think your happiness should always be priority. You know, granted, being in a relationship, I think it's just communicating, like saying like, hey, this doesn't make me happy, or I'm not comfortable with this, or whatever the case may be. And sometimes people just disagree on things, you know, but I think it's just communication. But I think this year there had been a decent amount of situations, especially towards the beginning of the year, that I put somebody else's happiness and somebody else's worth above my own. And I think that's what got me into a slump this year, like a mental slump. But I think I learned.
Bro, that happened to me as well. And you already know the story.
Yeah.
You know, it happens, dog. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
And then you really get to see where to put your energy towards, you know, to be the most efficient person ever, because you have a limited amount of time in this earth and you want to make the most out of it. And if you can, like, you know, make certain things easier, then so be it. But you did, I did think of something that I learned in 2021, which is there's like nothing more addictive than success itself. Like, you're never gonna be satisfied. Like, you're gonna get success, and then what?
Yeah.
You're gonna want more success, you know, and whatever the metric that is, money wise, view wise, you know, followers, whatever.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So being successful definitely becomes addictive.
That's why I think it's so important to enjoy the ride. And a lot of times we just become blindsided by, or tunnel visioned, I should say, by what's at the end of the tunnel, you know, like, and when you get to that spot, like, sure, it might feel good, but it's a temporary feel good, because in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, in a short time, you're already going to be at that level. So you're already going to be looking on to the next thing, you know?
Yeah. On to the next shit.
And
that's something that's gonna come as a content creator itself, is like you're always gonna feel like you're on the chase. You're never gonna feel like you could stop.
yeah, I definitely feel that way. Like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't just lay down tomorrow and just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stop. I don't know how to stop, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
And
I'll
that,
become miserable if I stop.
yeah, I feel like that's okay. Like, I'm completely fine with never stopping. Like, definitely have time to for family and to vacation and create other things and, you know, be happy.
Yeah,
But
you could put systems into play that is like self-sufficient.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. But I never see myself ever stop creating. I might stop creating for the internet, but I'm never gonna stop creating. Like, when I stop creating, I'm gonna die
In general.
for sure.
Yeah. And it's a profession that you can do it for a very long time, even when you're old.
Yeah,
You know? But I think in today's world, it's a much different process than how it used to be. For you to like actually be able to monetize off of it and profit from it, you know, make a business out of it. You really gotta be like you really gotta know marketing at the same time. You can't
For
just
sure.
create the art and expect it to blow the fuck up. Like, no, you need to have marketing, and you need to like know exactly how to get people's attention, or like how to utilize it the best way possible for that specific platform.
yeah.
So you gotta keep that in mind as well.
We
And
were,
if you could know sales, that's even better. I feel like those are the two main essential professions right there, is sales and marketing.
yeah, bro. I mean, even like knowing how to sell yourself on a personal level, you know, going to the club and just, you meet somebody that you've been wanting to meet for a while. You wanted to get the opportunity to meet this person. You know, maybe at the club is not the best place to discuss business, but you can make an impression on that person that night, and then you guys can meet up again some other time, you know. Or you could just leave an impression and then send that person a DM like, hey, I also have this and that. You also have to know and feel out the time and the place for things, you know.
Yeah.
You have to be very, very savvy in how you maneuver, just everything, like, especially
You do.
in dealing with high profile individuals, whether that's money or fame, you know.
Yeah. I agree with that. You can't just be like, you know, out there like that.
Yeah,
You gotta really think about your moves. Because a lot of people come off as desperate as well
yeah,
by showcasing and selling themselves off the bat, you know, like in the first encounter. Fuck that. There's need to develop trust there first. It's like branding, you know. There's branding and then there's sales. You need to focus on branding to create the sales, you know, to create the demand for sales.
yeah,
That's why companies like Nike and Apple and whatever, that's why they're so big, because their brand is dope. It's
yeah.
huge.
What you got lined up for this year, man? Do you got anything special that you're looking forward to for 2022?
I've been planning some stuff out. I've been looking at some places to rent as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, I entered a contest to win free rent for a whole year,
What happened?
and I did not win.
Do you know who won?
Yeah, they displayed like 3 people that won.
Did you watch their videos?
Yeah, I watched it.
What-
There was really nothing special shot on the phone, but they had a lot of B-rolls, which Which I thought, like, damn, I kind of need B-rolls to, like, really
Hold on.
stand out.
Somebody's starting to cut grass. Continue.
Uh-oh.
Continue. I'm listening.
But yeah, like, I had this script that I wrote up, and then I just kind of talked on camera and then cut that up and submitted it. But after I submitted it, I was like, fuck, maybe if I added some B-rolls in here to kind of, like, really showcase my story, I think it would have, like, stood out for sure.
Yeah, you should have, bro. You have a clean ass camera. Are they gonna? I'm sure they're gonna have this competition again, maybe next year.
I don't know, maybe, but if there is the opportunity to, like, compete again, I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind and not really try to rush it, you know, because I was just trying to get it over with. I was just trying to do something and, like, just in case, whatever. Cool.
Right.
But I have been looking at places to rent regardless, like with, like, a kitchen, like, you know, living room, bedroom, like just like a normal apartment that, like, is furnished already and, like, you know, ready to be utilized, and, like, going there for, like, over the weekend, like maybe 3 to 4 days, rent it out for 3 to 4 days and just get a bunch of content done.
Yeah.
As far as skits, vlogs, you know, like whatever, like talking head videos, just being a set, you know, behind you.
Yeah.
And, like, always have it organized and, like, clean and, you know, have different situations, different places.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
And then just do that maybe, like, once a month.
Right.
Because depending on how you work, for, like, 3 to 4 days, you can, like, film a bunch in that same location.
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, besides doing that, what else you got? Like, as far as this upcoming year that you're looking forward to?
I do want us to, like, move forward with the merch.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should kind of treat it like a clothing line.
Yeah.
And just have, like, limited editions, stuff like that, you know, kind of make it cool, like, really cool, and create content around it.
Yeah.
Continue to do what we already do. You know, you with the skits, me with the vlogs and skits, and then Larry with music and vlogs. Like, we can all contribute to the brand and really try to promote it somehow and have it mean something. I don't know.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
You know,
Plus, like,
and I also want to continue with these podcasts as well, because you never know, it could get to a point where there's enough listeners where brands are coming after us, wanting us to read their ads,
right.
and that's a whole different source of maintaining our vision here.
Yeah. I think for the podcast, I have 2 goals this upcoming year. Is to get my little background going so it doesn't look like my freaking crazy room. And also get guests. I want to have minimal of 1 guest a month. Like, I'll probably say 2 guests a month. Like, 1 week just me and you, next week a guest, so on and so forth. So I want to be doing that as well. And even if, like, you know, the guest doesn't have the best camera, whatever, it's not about the quality and shit like that. But
Right. Kind of like how we live stream. We could do it that way.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, make it easy for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do that once a month. I'm down for that.
Yeah. I think that'll be cool.
It's a good opportunity to also connect with people, you know?
Yeah. And we have, like, these connections.
I feel
with
like,
people.
because, like, a lot of times this shit feels, like, very, like, solo, because I'm not, like, collaborating with anybody.
Right.
So it's good to, like, even talk to other people who are also creating.
Yeah. I also think it's important to use our connections, and it just gives people the platform to just talk, you know, because I love talking about just creative processes. And, you know, some people, I mean, not everybody, but some people might be interested in how the back end of, like, the OnlyFans thing works for some of these girls that we know, or some people might be interested in how this creator, like, shoots a whole bunch of weddings and how he got started. And I don't know, just different people. I just think it's pretty dope.
I agree. I'm with it, bro. And I'm also, like, a curious person too. Like, if whenever, like, someone's talking and they're just saying, like, whatever they do and whatever their passion is, I'm always down to, like, ask questions and get further deep into it.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that's something that we're naturally curious about.
Yeah. Even like, okay, I actually got another goal. I want to be better prepared for these podcasts. Like I'm okay prepared.
Better prepared.
I'm okay. I have like a couple of fucking subjects, but I just want to like be better prepared. In the sense of like,
Better prepared.
especially when we have like guests and stuff. Like I want to be able to have guests that are completely not in our realm, like maybe like a sleep doctor or something like that, you know, or a surgeon or something like that. Just somebody it comes from a completely different world, and just pick their brains and just talk about certain things. I just think that type of shit is interesting too.
I agree.
Better prepared.
There you go, Marty.
Oh man, I want to be able to upgrade some equipment as well if I get enough dough.
Like what?
Like my laptop, like my
Facts.
camera, like what else? My microphones.
Isn't it crazy? Because like
Just little stuff.
right before the pandemic, like everything you had was like great. Like this is all like top of the line stuff. Now it's starting to get a little bit older. Like it's a constant rat race. You have to upgrade,
Yeah.
you know? And it makes you want to
Constant.
do that, especially like if you're really in this game. Like if Sony comes out with a new version of the camera that I currently have, I will for sure as hell get it because I know it's going to have the certain upgrades that I want,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. You're a Sony slave already.
For sure. Like I have a zoom lens, and they just came out with the second version of it, the 70-200, and I want it.
I thought you already had the 70-200.
I do, but it's the first version. Now they came out with version
they came
2.
out a second.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you got like horny for it.
Yep. Now I'm gonna sell my first version and buy the second version. Pay the difference.
Damn. See how ruthless we are with equipment? Like we love our equipment, but at the same time we'll give it up if the price is right.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, 100%. Like the thing is like, I just want the new shit all the time. That's the issue.
Yeah. I sold my 20-70 2.0, which was a beast of a fucking lens. And, you know, it was nice. It was a really nice fucking lens. The best I've ever had. But I wasn't using it that much. So I put it up for sale. And it sold for more than what I paid for because it became limited. It was back ordered.
Mm-hmm.
So made money off of it. But at the same time, I was glad to let it go because then I got a lens that I utilize every single day now.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
So
I'm the dumbass that just buys both lenses.
it's okay, man. You can be like that. At least you have it, and if you ever need to like go liquid for whatever reason, you have stuff to sell.
I mean I agree as well, because I feel like, especially with lenses, they hold their value.
Yeah. Sometimes they go up in value.
Yeah.
Like it happened to me.
Yeah, exactly. So like the lens the 70-200, even though the new one's coming out, the old one didn't lose any value. I was weirded out. I was like, wait, what? It's still like the same price. Thought it was gonna be cheaper.
Equipment in general, I mean, not just equipment, but everything is going up in price. Even used cars, bro. Have you seen how much like used cars have gone up in price?
Bro, so I just took my car to the shop today, and because I took it to the shop, the service center, the dealership is connected to the service center, and they get my name, my information, and they already made 3 phone calls today telling me, hey, do you want to sell your car? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, bro. It's in high demand because of the chip shortage.
But they have new cars.
Well, it's very limited.
It's crazy that people don't think about what could really happen and what is actually happening right in front of us as far as our economy and the value of the dollar and everything
We're getting deep.
just being on the verge of collapsing. There you go. Twist that thing.
That's how deep you're trying to go.
There you go. Is your hand supposed to be like the asshole? The other hand? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Anyways, continue. Continue to go deep.
I don't know. I don't know if people are aware that there's just so much crazy shit going on from all these cargo ships being on the ports for months, getting sent back, the chip shortage, the prices of everything spiking. Like if people are just kind of their own little bubble, just working 9 to 5, going home, playing Call of Duty, watching the novella, whatever. I'm done. So, Mikkel, tell us.
Trying to see how long we can stay quiet and not have it be so awkward.
What if it was the first, or it was an entire podcast, like 30 minutes? We're just looking at each other like.
I don't know if people would stick around for long. There's got to be like a threshold on how much you can abuse that.
Maybe not. I honestly feel like that type of shit would go viral. Like the podcast about nothing. And then it's just two people staring at each other for an hour. Like, I honestly feel like somewhere down the line, if we do it enough, it would go viral. As stupid as that sounds.
Damn.
Like, imagine like a 24-hour podcast where two people are just staring at each other.
That would be so weird. I'll be bored real quick.
But you couldn't talk.
I'll definitely get bored.
You can't talk.
I'll definitely get bored. I'll try to do something to like get away from the boredom.
I feel like if I really had the motivation to create like crazy YouTube videos, and I guess the money, because it could get expensive, but I would need like a $5,000 budget for each video. I would just do like the dumbest shit. Like I would get like 30 people, put them both in front of a camera. The first person to speak gets hit with like 3 paintballs.
The fuck?
And then it's a
What
competition.
kind of shit is this?
Just a competition. The winner gets like
Are people aware they're gonna get hit by
yeah, of
paintballs?
course. The winner gets like $2,000 or some shit.
Wow, Nick. Yeah, do that. See if it'll work.
I'll be the next fucking Mr. Beast, bro. I'm telling you.
Do it. Bruh, do at least once. Invest.
Oh
If
man.
you got a great idea, move forward with
It's
it.
not even necessarily a great idea. I just think being consistent with that type of shit. Like that, I could see that type of video doing well, honestly, online.
Right. Which platform are you gonna focus more on in 2020 or 2022? Sorry.
Well, I think the main 2 platforms I focus on is Instagram and Facebook. So I want to focus on YouTube and TikTok. I don't want to just focus on one or the other, but I do want to focus more on both. I do have to take out a solid month because I've been collecting content and just post a shit. I did that with YouTube where for a solid month I just posted 3 shorts a week. And I just kept posting.
And you posted everything already?
No. I still have more content. I didn't see any fucking results. I was like, fuck. But I've been talking to people and they've been telling me that the best thing for you to do is be consistent on it for 3 months and you're going to start seeing some good numbers. So,
Bro, Adam W is on a whole different fucking level when it comes to YouTube shorts.
really?
His shit is insane. It's grown so much.
Damn. I bet.
Can you hear my dog barking?
Of course. Are you kidding?
I'm just curious.
Well, recently
I'm just wondering.
I think I talked about this where I shot with Adam and at Darman Studios.
No, I don't think so.
No? Oh. Well, I recently shot with Adam at Darman Studios. The end. Do you know what Darman is?
Ow.
You
I'm
say
not sure.
ow?
No.
Did you feel the mic?
Yeah, cause it's cause my
You're a
nail
pussy,
brushed
bro.
up against the mic.
It brushed up against the mic, so I said, ow. Ow, my pussy.
Yeah, no, it's because it kind of bent.
Oh, my finger brushed on
Kind of bent. Nala, hey,
Ow.
Nala.
My finger brushed on the mic.
Hold on, let me close the door real quick.
Oh, my finger, I grazed the microphone. My pussy. Oh, that's hilarious.
Damn, what the hell, bro? You weren't saying shit.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted you to
hell?
cut that part.
You can't fucking.
Nah. What do
You
want me
can't
to do?
entertain this shit by yourself.
My fucking clown? Just fucking put me in front of a stage and like dance, entertain everybody.
Yeah, bitch. You can't entertain people by yourself.
No, that's when we're supposed to have sponsors come
Ass
in.
motherfucker. Oh man, but yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today's podcast.
You should have
Nicholas.
ended
It
that
was a
shit
very good
before you
conversation.
left.
No, I think it's good that people got to experience something real.
Okay, sure.
You know. But thank you guys for listening to this episode or watching it on YouTube. And if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Find us on Instagram. Nicholas needs more followers. He's really trying here, guys. And yeah, see you guys next week. All right. Peace.
Love y'all.